Hey everybody, super stoked to be back here with the second season of my Large Loss Life. I've been a little slow on the draw because frankly we've had two hurricanes and I got lots of filming and lots of documentaries done, but not nearly what I wanted to do here with all of you. I appreciate all your good compliments and all your things that you get in touch with me about. Always here to be at your service in any way I can. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at one of 4 days I had on a recent large loss we did in South Florida. It was a Hurricane Irma claim, and a little bit different from working Hurricane Michael claims lately, but nonetheless insured's needing a lot of help, and thank God for good attorneys to get these things straight after all. I've got commercial fire to pitch at you next. We're going to do some more stuff about labor burden and definitely some stuff about estimating. And we'll probably return to a few things about Matterport before too terribly long. And we might even talk about Pro Tools. And not just the Pro Tools I use, but the Pro Tools that all of us can use in all of our various pieces and parts of this industry. Have a great day. If you need anything at all, I'm right here. Let's roll it.
She make me feel alive, make me feel alive. She make me feel alright. She makes me, she make me feel alive, make me feel alive. Till you come back home, until you come back home, until you come back home, till you come back
The challenge for today is got to take off the Jesus boots. Can't take those to the site, but the challenge for today is taking this big structure that was, damaged like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, even with some repairs, and take that and weave a story together that explains its majestic nature. I mean, think about it. It's sitting right here in Miami, in an area where the architecture is just quite cool. The views are quite cool. It's just got a really just interesting vibe to it. So it's all about catching that vibe, but at the same time making someone feel the gravity of what happened, the cost that was incurred already, and the cost that needs to be incurred. And it's telling a story, And that, when we do it on a big fire, when we do it on a big, like on a big hurricane damaged location that just happened, well, the story is to some degree easier to tell. But it doesn't change the imperative. It's just that when these things often go to their litigation phase, that litigation phase just doesn't come at the perfect time because it comes down the road a good bit. And so the nature of what we do to document and literally create this documentary changes and forces us into a more creative yet authentic production. So let's do this. I think crew's already showing up there. Message is already coming in. I better get to it. Bring the computer today. Look at that. That's what TSA does. It's in my bag. Oh, it's a battery in there. It could be a bomb. We'll have to dig through it and scratch it up. All right, let's do this. So I guess let's get to it. It's gonna be quite a day on the field today, you know, but this is kind of the large lost life. Alright, let's get the Uber. Damn, it got more expensive. That fast, huh?
Then you're going into Miami, right?
I am.
Okay.
And one of the things we have to do on all of these insurance claims that we go to is you always got to find power. Always new batteries. See, always when we have these things, the water features, they always have to have next to the water features, they always have to have some power. So here we go. So people often ask me why we use tools like this, since they're a lot bigger. Got to cart them through all the airports. You know, takes a few minutes longer to set up. It's got a travel mode, it's got a working mode, it's got landing gear, it takes more batteries. Incidentally, it takes 2 batteries so that there's a fail-safe. But why? Why do we do that? Well, there's a difference between Pro Tools and not Pro Tools. And if you're gonna do this game, you need to use your Pro Tools, because your Pro Tools are gonna give you a better outcome. It also means when they break, when they have issues, when they need new batteries, they're gonna cost more. It also means that they cost more to insure them. It costs more to train people to fly them. And I just can't pull them straight from my bag, throw it in the air and launch. But I also can't take some of the most beautiful 4K video, high resolution, light handling beautification, and on in many other ways. All right, so we're good to go. Now we're gonna go find where we're gonna launch. This is like the drone's about 4,000, and the lens and the gimbal is about another 3.
How many kilometers go?
I can get this. It'll fly at about 42 miles per hour.
That'd be awesome.
But it sucks worse, you know, if we crash it. So.
Oh my god.
We just got back from the hospital.
Is that repairing?
Yeah. Thanks, gentlemen. Sorry about that. It's a sunny day. Should have probably got here a little earlier. No, I've been here a little bit. Thank you, Suzanne. All right. One of the hardest things I ever do is just figure out all the details on like buildings that have changed a lot. Because like we have historical drawings on this particular structure, but we don't have like new stuff. The second thing that's a real pain is it's hot as Hades where I am, but it'd be great if I was in the pool, but not so much today. At any rate, first thing I got to do is I have to talk to all the sunbathers. because I have to tell them I'm going to be flying the drone and I'm not taking pictures of them. In truth, there's some inadvertent pictures that are taken of them, but we try to crop it as much as we can if they're recognizable. But we do our best. There's a vending machine over there, and it's got my name on it. All right, let's do this. Have this spoon, right? And this spoon, like it's like always good. It's always in my bag because like security never has a problem with this at the airport. But it's like a screwdriver and a multi-tool and a thing to actually eat with on occasion. Alright, so we got that done. Now, we're gonna fly. Signal, camera sensor error, that sucks. That's enough. So, straight up go time. So I think we got the money shot on the building going back over the water, which is cool. And I was thinking about something, you know. A lot of times people don't really understand why along my team, use a bunch of equipment. This right here is taken on my iPhone, and which has got a pretty wide stabilized lens on it and some good processing on the backside. Look behind me. It looks like crap. And we're not trying to produce something that's good. We're trying to produce something that's great. And that's why we use Pro Tools. Nonetheless, it's good to talk to you on this device really quickly. So there's that too. So the work is more or less done. It's wrapped and just about ready to do the work in the morning and fly out. But still got crew working on the final details. It's like 44 units to go, and with any luck we'll be done and have everything estimated by, I'd say, probably maybe 4 days from now. It's already been worked on, so just love it when the plan comes together. And after a 1 hour cab ride, I am so hungry I could eat the phone. So I'm gonna go find food. And thank God my beautiful bride is with me, so I'll have good conversation too. This is, like one of the hardest times in this whole like large lost game, because I haven't done like much eating today because, well, I was on the job and wanted to get it done. And now while it's like fresh in my mind, I've got to pull the data and I've got to organize the data on my end, get it uploaded to our systems, because if I don't, then 3 or 4 days later, whenever we're on something else, this data is going to get lost. And lost data, I mean, just some data you just never couldn't get back, You're not going to be asked for the same interview, you're not going to be able to ask for the same access. And, it doesn't change the fact, though, that it's, it's just kind of a real hard mother, though, to be honest with you. I think it's why, a lot of people don't operate the same way long term, because it's just demanded. Nope. I don't think I've ever showed you this, but this is the Street Walker hard drive version 2 by Think Tank, and it is a phenomenal bag. No, I mean, it's big, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I can put my laptop and my iPad, which has a case on it, in here pretty comfortably and really safely. I mean, it's wonderful padding. It's got these great backs on the side. I put my chargers over here, batteries over here. In fact, today when I was out, I put my other drive and then all the basics, all the other things, including the power. Yeah, I put everything in, including power and the whole 9 yards. So all that fit right there. Didn't get into the bag, didn't get into the way, and it's just it's sweet. Also, usually on this side, I usually keep extra one of these mountain plates for the DJI stuff, and I always keep gloves and usually a hat. Even though I'm in Miami, we could wind up going to the mountain somewhere like that. So I'm gonna get back to it. Hopefully, my bride will get through the same traffic that I was getting through, and she will bring food. Because food right now would be about this simply the best thing I could do. Because the longer I just eat these stupid nuts, the hungrier I get for something hot. Well, back to it.